and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Wolverines will put toe to leather to crank us up. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Get set, get set.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here comes the offense on first down.
Over. Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit. It's going to set up third down.
Ready, break.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. It's complete to the right. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Ready,
LSU getting set on first and 10.
29 Philly. Razor.
From the gun, the ground game. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. LSU right back to the line. Quarterback checking off. Now the play fake. Fires to the big fella. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, They are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
42 Spider.
He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
On the double.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down.
Lasso. Set. Ready.
From the gun, the running back has it. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the right side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Ready up.
Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and
Here we
long.
go.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He makes the connection. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going for 6. And that one's going to be over everybody's head and incomplete.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Acorn. Ready.
The aerial assault continues. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown LSU.
And I love this offense and the way they started this football game. Listen, last week be dang, okay? Forget last week. Nice job coming out, setting the tone in this ball game, putting a long drive together, and getting a touchdown.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fires the pass, intercepted. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about that D coming up with a play like that?
Free safety roaming the middle of the field. You can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. First down for this offense.
Jackrabbit. Ready, go.
Handoff to the lone back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires on the move. He's got it. And the Wolverines moving quickly to the line.
Razor, razor. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. It's a reverse. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Ball's at the 29. They'll keep the offense out there and go for it. It's a reverse. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Yeah, at this point of the drive, 4th down and inches in your opponent's territory, you're trying to get into field goal range. You're just going to run the football. You're going to try to be more physical at the line of scrimmage. They were right there.
The Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal.
Cricket.
Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of third and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing. You can throw it, you can run it, that time they hand it off and pick it up.
Yeah, and you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
On the double.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Squirrel. Let's go.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And yet another Bayou Bengal baller on the outside who can just go get it.
And if I'm a quarterback, man, I love throwing to these guys. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't have to fit it in the box. I know my receiver out wide will make plays. LSU has had guy after guy after guy that you can name that can do that, and they might just have another one.
From the gun, running back on the move. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover.
Okay, ready?
Bunch formation for these receivers.
Set. Griffin. Ready?
The snap sets up to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got room on the return. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On the ready?
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Set.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He'll throw it. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the 1st down.
I think it's because the tight ends, is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, gigantic implications in this top 15 battle today, and check out what's going down. South Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Columbia, one of the most special places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oregon. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab on the left. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
He's showing you his skills on that last throw. This guy's got arm talent and accuracy, man. Some of it, it's not coachable. And I think back to Jamarcus Russell and Joe Burrow, two former Tiger quarterbacks that were the first overall pick in the NFL draft. They had some of that too. They just had a feel for the position that you simply couldn't coach at the college level. And this guy, man, he's got some serious tools, and he really helps make this offense dangerous.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Firing to the right, complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
LSU with the 1st and 10 here.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Cut. Under.
They'll try the right side. Quick spin on the ride.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4.
Rita. Dino. Pound 55 weak. Ready.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, these quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
On the
So now with 1st and goal, let's see what LSU does here.
Igloo. Ready.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Just about set to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw if guys are open vertically down the field.
He lets one fly deep. He's got it down the right side. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Okay,
They
ready?
made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30.
Gaucho. Longer. Timber.
He's looking to throw it. Skips away from pressure. Unloads to the right. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to try to return this one. And the return man's journey is stopped, but there is a flag on the play. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready.
A long way to go for this offense.
Moves.
Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
And a really good job by the quarterback being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
On the set.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31.
Here we go.
He wants to throw. Right down the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Ready?
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
Easy.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Working the middle. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. LSU quick to the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Love the effort, tried to toe tap, but at the end of the day, that's just a really good-looking incompletion.
Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. No good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out from deep. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Oh, it's a reverse. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know, as an offense, oftentimes you try the reverse play because you're trying to take advantage of a defense over pursuing and by a lot of defensive team speed. Didn't work right there. Great discipline by this defense.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll go to work on 2nd down after doing damage on the ground. They'll try the run. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. They'll try to run for it. The Tigers pick up the 1st down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the 1st down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Now on 1st down from the 40.
Here we go.
The toss sweep to the right. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. LSU right back to the line. Trying to get the edge on the toss. Can't get him to the ground. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chain. LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Trying to get to him. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. LSU lining up 1st and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Tigers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Runs into a wall. They'll give him one out to the 8. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Dances away. Trying to make magic with his feet. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Walker. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. He's going to pass. Throwing right. And they can't make the connection. Well, the timing on that throw and on the route was just convoluted and messed up from the beginning.
And you see quarterbacks and wide receivers in the offseason always working on timing and always working on throwing on air. But when you put a defense in front of them, now things start to speed up a little bit. A lot of times you'll see these little mistakes and where it looks like just they're not on the same page all the time.
Looking left. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On third down, he drops to throw. Feeling some heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's fourth and long. Like, it's one thing if it's fourth and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Finds his man enough for the first. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Dances away from the heat. That quarterback was doing his best Houdini, escaping in the backfield, but the defense finally gets to it. Out of the shotgun on third down. Got out of trouble and throws. Grab near the sticks. It's Penn. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
On
The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. They're trying to get to him. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Looking to scramble. On the run, fires downfield. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down here for the offense.
Jackrabbit.
They want that clock to run. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
On the set.
Offense gets set for second down.
Lasso. Slab.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Big third down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. got to make a stand right here on third down.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set, get set.
They'll give it to the back. Tries to crease at the 20. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on 1st down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Lets it fly. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. LSU quick to the line. The play action fake. Lets it go to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. They'll go to the air. Coming after it. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. South Carolina has the lead right now, but this Williams-Brice crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by a field goal over Oregon. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to.
And that is interception number 3 on the day.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Snags it over the middle. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
After the incompletion, here comes 2nd and 10 from the 32. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Using the quick game.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Ball's at the 27. It's 3rd and short. Can they avoid making that 4th down decision? Makes his connection. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They finally make the stop with the big run. He's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. LSU right back to the line. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Into the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone. The offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about.
Ready?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off play action. Pocket starts to collapse. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Tight end getting vertical. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special.